The Nigeria police force over time have been alleged by some Nigerians, especially the civil society groups, of its inability to detect and prosecute gruesome murder of some prominent Nigerians and other crimes prevalent in the society. The police have not been able to erase this perception held by members of the public, even though arrests were made and some suspects are currently being prosecuted for some of these murder cases. Regrettably, most times when the police carry out detailed investigations and come up with conclusions, these reports are promptly dismissed by critics due to their stereotypical dogma about the police. This owing to the fact that some Nigerians are quick to tag any killing of a prominent Nigerian as assassination. But sometimes it's not always true, because some cases have elements of armed robbery attacks. Another problem encountered by the Nigerian police force to fully prosecute suspected criminals of these heinous crimes is the lack of alibi. Oftentimes, witnesses to crimes find it difficult to corroborate the evidence brought by the police for fear of not becoming a target. Hence, most times, the court throws out cases brought by the police for want of evidence. It is important to know that some of these killings are as a result of betrayal of these prominent personalities by either their official aides or domestic assistants who connive with kidnappers to demand ransom or armed robbers to sniff life out of their masters. In 1994, Pa Alfred Ruwan, an elder statesman and Nadeko chieftain, was murdered at his Ikeja, Lagos home. The case has been on since with the trial of suspects who pleaded not guilty to the heinous crime. In 2001, the nation was thrown into shock over the murder of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Chief Bola Ige, in his Ibadan home. The perpetrators of this atrocious crime were arrested and prosecuted by the police, though it took a while for the police to unravel the suspected killers. In 2003, Chief Marshal Harry, a political party chieftain, was reportedly assassinated. And in 2004, Chief Amina Sori Kala Dikibo, a renowned political leader, was reportedly killed in Asaba. In 2006, Dr. Ayodeji Daramola, a governorship aspirant in Ekiti State, was also hacked down by unknown assailants. In 2007, Engineer Funshaw Williams, a gubernatorial aspirant in Lagos State, was murdered in cold blood at his residence in Ikoyi. In a swift reaction to the ugly incidents, the police high command requested the professional assistance of some special agent from Scotland Yard in Great Britain in unraveling the killers of the late politician. The police was blamed for not securing the scene of the crime, as a foreign expert found over 1,000 fingerprints in the scene of the crime. However, some suspects were arrested in connection to the crime and are being prosecuted. Early this year, Otumba Dikbo Dino, a governorship candidate in the 2007 general elections in Ogun State, was shot dead in Ota while returning from Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. These and many other cases of murder of prominent Nigerians have somewhat become a task of looking for a needle in a haystack for the Nigerian police force. The Nigerian police force, like every other government establishment, needs regular funding, acquisition and upgrade of equipment in order to meet the security challenges. In developed countries, cases of suspected assassination are not inscrutability that can never be unraveled. This is because sophisticated detective equipment are at the beck and call of the investigative unit of the police. Despite the criticism faced by the Nigerian police force and being an unsung hero in the maintenance of peace and security in the country, undoubtedly the force have had to face the security challenges squarely. It is noteworthy that the Nigerian police personnel are not magicians that can unravel complex cases without the aid of modern policing technology. Somehow, over the years, officers of the Nigerian police force have unraveled and prosecuted several criminal cases using sheer intelligence, regardless of the somewhat uncoordinated data collection record and the difficult topography of Nigeria, when streets and houses are not numbered for easy identification. Realizing the need to equip the Nigerian police force for effective investigations of crimes, the federal government procured 7 scene-of-crime forensic vehicles for prompt mobility of police personnel to crime scenes, for efficient handling of sensitive evidence including DNA, and the management of tools, equipment and consumable items. The availability of forensic tools in the vehicle will enable the police process crime scenes more quickly and thoroughly, thus giving valid interpretation and reports on the clues left over or taken over by the criminals from the scene of crime. The Commissioner of Police in charge of forensic, Dr. Egbune Vincent Oka, gave an insight on the functions of the newly acquired scene of crime forensic vehicles.
Assuming, this for latent print, master latent print. For DNA, assuming something, the person left the blood sample, spit, tooth, semen, hair, or even saliva. With this, we'll be able to take the person's DNA. And once we collect it in our laboratory, then we'll be able to analyze and see that what the person is involved. Here is evidence marking kit. As it is the post-mortem, the person is dead. So here is the post-mortem kit. It tells us even to take the fingerprints of dead people and they will participate in the crime. So each of these for death, doing autopsy, total autopsy, opening up the body and see what the inside involved, taking all that stuff, taking organ preservation. We package these things and then go back to our lab and start working. So this is a moving forensic laboratory. And this here, we connect to our central lab in Lagos and say whether the person will have any record of his criminality before or not. This is what we do. So everywhere we can be able to take fingerprints of anybody, any type of crime, on even if the person has gone and we lift up his latent print, we can still put it here and analyze. Assuming so that people are not arrested and kept in the cell while the investigation is going on. This will be able to say whether the person is involved or not, so that he's eliminated, he's being incarcerated in the cell while investigation is going on. With this, we're able to say, yes, you are involved or not involved, so you can go.
As a scientific aid to investigating crimes, the forensic vehicle can aid in resolving crimes like murder or attempt to murder, armed robbery, suspected death or unidentified bodies, explosives, disputed documents, computer crimes, sexual offenses, cases related to firearms, motor accident or theft, counterfeit coins or currency notes. To further enhance the operational capability of the force and driven by the necessity to bequeath to the nation a virile, proactive, efficient and effective police force, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, recently commissioned an Advanced Belt 412 EP IFR combat helicopter and scene-of-crime vehicles for the Nigerian police force.
The 1999 Constitution places primary responsibilities for the security of life and property, as well as the maintenance of law and order for the Nigerian police force. How well the force is able to meet this constitutional obligations is, to a large extent, the function of how well the supported the social equipment provided in this support. This is why the transformation and creation of the Nigerian police force to attain the highest level of professional excellence has been a major preoccupation of this administration. The recent changes in the force is also to ensure that we meet and meet the challenges. We are presently confronted with new species of crime, kidnapping, surely this requires new and sophisticated technique to combat this. The procurement of the helicopter and the scene of crime vehicles, which we are commissioning today, is part of the holistic program aimed at enhancing capacity and trusting enforcement effectiveness in the Nigerian police force. This is the beginning of the getting.
The Inspector General of Police, Hafiz Abubakar Ringim, acknowledged the commitment of the federal government for being poised to the reformation of the Nigerian police force.
I want to welcome you all to this prestigious occasion of the official commissioning of the newly acquired combat helicopter for the use of the Nigerian police. This is coming at a time when the federal government is poised to recommission the Nigerian police force by enhancing its capacity to respond to difficult situations and challenges in our dear country. Today's commissioning marks the first of the series of the helicopters that will be delivered to the Nigerian police force. The recent security threat in our country calls for urgent and proactive measures from the security agencies. There is still therefore to go beyond the old order of policing and encourage policing techniques that is technology. Acquisition of Bearing 412 EP helicopter is related to the effort of the President aimed at improving the capacity of the street airways towards the approaches to spread to national security.
The Advanced Bell 412 EP IFR helicopter is a twin-engine 15-seater combat aircraft installed with armor plate protection for both pilot and passengers. The helicopter is fitted with a 16 million candlelight dismountable searchlight that enables it to undertake nocturnal surveillance operation. Its sophisticated radar avionics makes it possible for surveillance and ground operations even in bad weather. The aircraft is also installed with autopilot capability for advanced performance. This combat helicopter is specifically for carrying out operations, while the scene of crime vehicles are for crime investigations. Following the kind gesture of the present administration in procuring modern policing facilities for the force, it is believed that the force is on its way to meet up with the challenge of crime control, effective detection and arrest of suspected criminals.
I want to seize this opportunity and assure Mr. President and his able minister, as well as the people of this great nation, that these vehicles that are so allocated to the police shall be judiciously used in the